Hey, so this is my first video update. I've gone maybe 12, 13 miles. It's about 1 o'clock, a little after that, and made my way through Ithaca. And so now I'm out here, although you can't tell because it's still the middle of the night. I'm out here in Tutelo Park. This is one of our finding fire sites. And we specifically picked this as the first spot for a video because it offers the opportunity to make a land acknowledgement. Almost all of the land that I'm riding through today is traditional Guyacono land, and the Guyacono, or previously known as the Cayuga, were one of the Haudenosaunee or the Iroquois nations here that called most of upstate New York home and were displaced by European colonizers coming here to America. And this specifically, Tutelo Park, is a park honoring and commemorating the Tutelo and Saponi nations who came here fleeing colonizers from other areas and were adopted and offered safe harbor by the Guyacono. The site or the fire that is being remembered here is the burning of Coreorgonel, which was done by Colonel Dearborn as part of the Sullivan-Clinton campaign, which was undertaken by George Washington, or ordered by George Washington, in the belief that the Haudenosaunee had allied with the British against the colonies. And although the most of the residents of Coreorgonel had already fled before Colonel Dearborn came in his diaries, Dearborn writes that 25 to 35 buildings were burned and that the burning occurred from 9 a.m. to sunset. This was forcibly displacement, was part of the push removing through aggression and violence, removing Haudenosaunee from their traditional lands. And so this Tutelo Park here was established in 2006 in commemoration of the Tutelo and the people who had lived here before. Most of the fires on our route are ones that have occurred since colonization of this area, and this is one of the exceptions to acknowledge that the indigenous people who have called this land home much longer than often what gets termed or considered American history. I think the last piece here is to know that what is framed as indigenous history or Native American history, I think often gets put in a framework of things that have occurred. And I hope that folks, when they engage or think about history, know that it's also part of our history today and moving forward, and continues to be part of American history. And that it is important to acknowledge how our communities came to be in the places that they are. And in many places across America, that means the removal or displacement of indigenous people. So I am continuing my ride now. I'm leaving Tutelo Park and headed back towards Ithaca. I'm going to take the Black Diamond Trail up to Trumansburg. And so I think my next stop is going to be up in that Trumansburg area. So here's hoping for some good ride. There have been a lot of animals out, and hopefully you found this update engaging and a new way to think about local history and fires in our community.